You know, there's a revolution happening right now, but it's not on the streets, it's happening on the factory floor. We're about to look at the blueprint for what's called a smart factory, and it's completely changing how everything gets made. So, let's dive in.
I want you to start with this one big question. What if a factory could actually think? Seriously, what if it could see problems coming before they even happen, tweak its own workflow on the fly, and learn from its own data in real time? It might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but this is fast becoming our reality.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the big idea behind the smart factory revolution. Then we'll meet the digital toolkit that makes it all possible. After that, we'll see how it all connects, look at what's coming next, and wrap up with why all of this really matters.
All right, let's start with the revolution itself. And I want to be clear, this isn't just about sticking a few new robots on an assembly line. This is a total, ground-up rethinking of manufacturing.
The driving force behind all this has a name: Industry 4.0. If you think about it, the first industrial revolution gave us steam power, the second gave us electricity, and the third brought us computers and automation. Well, this fourth one, it's all about connection, data, and intelligence. It's really about blurring the lines between the digital world and the physical world of machines.
Let's just compare the old way with the new way for a second. Your traditional factory, right? Everything's in its own little silo. It's totally reactive. You fix things after they break. But a smart factory? It's the complete opposite. It's all connected. It's proactive. It knows a machine needs maintenance before it fails, and all of its automation is driven by a constant flow of data.
Okay, to make a huge leap like that, you're going to need the right set of tools. So let's meet the core technologies that are basically the building blocks for any smart factory.
First up, we've got something called digital twins. Now, just imagine creating a perfect virtual copy of your entire factory inside a computer. And this isn't just a static model. It gets real-time updates from the real thing. With this, you can run simulations, test out changes with zero risk, and predict how the real equipment is going to perform. It's kind of like having a crystal ball for your production line.
Next up, of course, is artificial intelligence. And this is really the factory's brain. AI and machine learning algorithms can sift through absolute mountains of data to spot patterns a human could never see. For instance, it can spot tiny surface defects on products in real time, making quality control way smarter and faster than ever.
And finally, we have the Internet of Things, or IoT. Now, if AI is the brain, think of IoT as the factory's nervous system. It's this huge network of tiny sensors and devices attached to, well, everything. Machines, parts, even the air in the factory. And they are all constantly collecting and sending data. This is what lets the factory feel what's going on.
So, having all these powerful tools is one thing. That's great. But the real magic, the game-changing part, happens when you start connecting them all together.
And this is really the core idea. The magic isn't in any one of these things by itself, but in how they're all woven together into one seamless system. You see, a digital twin by itself is useful, but a digital twin that's being fed real-time data from thousands of IoT sensors with an AI analyzing it all, now that is revolutionary.
This flow really shows how it all works together. First, the IoT sensors sense what's happening on the factory floor. Then the AI systems analyze all that data, looking for patterns and insights. Third, the digital twin can simulate different options to figure out the best response. And finally, the machines themselves, these are called cyber-physical systems, can act on that information and make adjustments automatically. It just becomes this continuous loop of sensing, learning, and improving.
But you know how it is with technology, right? It never, ever stands still. Just when we're getting our heads around Industry 4.0, the next wave is already starting to form.
And that shift is towards what people are calling Industry 5.0. See, while Industry 4.0 was laser-focused on efficiency and automation, 5.0 broadens the mission. It's about building systems that are more resilient, more sustainable, and, this is the key part, more human-centric. The goal isn't just to replace people anymore, it's to empower them, using all this tech to amplify human skill and creativity.
Okay, so we've got all this incredible tech, these intelligent, connected factories. But what does it actually mean? You know, why does this matter for businesses and for us? Well, here's the bottom line. Smart factories are way more agile. They can adapt to changes in demand almost instantly. They run much more efficiently, which means they use less energy. Every single decision is optimized because it's based on real data. And for us as consumers, it means we get more flexibility and more personalized products than ever before. And that really brings us to our final thought. All of this technology is creating a brand new industrial landscape, one that's smarter, faster, and more connected than we ever imagined. The opportunities are just incredible. So the only real question left is, as our factories get smarter, are we ready to be?